After playing 12 years of football, I can honestly say it's a great sport. Football is a sport you can watch and a sport you can play. Now, although football is a popular sport, it can be dangerous if you don't have the proper technique, physical state, and equipment when making tackles. According to the Brain Injury Institute, concussions are a very common injury in football. Specifically with football, concussions make up about 60% of all injuries. Between 1.6 and 3.8 concussions happen every year, and most of these concussions happen between the ages of 5 and 18. To prevent such injuries, the proper equipment should be worn at all times. According to USA Football, a helmet, shoulder pads, knee pads, and thigh pads should be worn. Two things to watch out for is if your equipment is too loose or too tight. If your equipment, such as your helmet, is too tight, it can cause a headache within minutes. If your equipment's too loose, it can fall off during a play. If your helmet falls off during a play, it can cause a concussion or other serious injuries. Once gathering the proper equipment, we can now focus on technique. According to Jim Cantanzaro from Lake Forest College Football Camp, there are 5 factors when thinking about technique. The first factor is your eyes. Your eyes should be on the hips of the ball carrier. This avoids the situation where a ball carrier switches direction, making you miss the tackle. The second factor is contact point. Now, contact point has multiple factors. The first thing is your head should be on the same side of the ball. Your head should be up and your neck should be bold. What I mean by that is you should shorten your neck. This prevents head injury. Another thing is your shoulder that is on the inside goes right into their numbers. Also, the third factor is shoulders parallel. Keep your shoulders straight towards the ball carrier so that you don't miss the tackle. After establishing these, the fourth factor is wrapping your arms. When you grab the ball carrier, you want to lock your arms around the back of their waist so that you don't fall off when you're tackling. You stay on them. And the fifth factor of proper technique is to drive your legs through. Once you established parallel shoulders with your arms wrapped, you drive straight in the direction opposite of where they're running. This, if done properly, completely stops the ball carrier and forces them to the ground. In 2016, CoachUp, which is an organization where coaches come together from all over the nation and provide tips, they stated that there are 2 more factors to create an effective tackle. These 2 factors include slowing down and getting low. Getting low prevents a tackler from just pushing right through you. If you try and tackle on their shoulders, they can stiff arm you or muscle their way through. By tackling the legs or the waist, it can create them to lose their balance and go down. If you are going too fast when approaching a ball carrier, they can switch directions and you will end up going right past them. After having the proper technique and the proper equipment, we can now focus on being physically ready to make an effective tackle. Richard Sherman, a 4-time Pro Bowler currently on the San Francisco 49ers, provided in 2013 3 key exercises to help enhance tackling. The first exercise is a ladder drill with a switch in direction at the end. This helps you be prepared for when a ball carrier switches directions. Then you can effectively change direction with the ball carrier and make the tackle. The second exercise is a kettlebell swing, which enhances your ability with your driving force to go through the ball carrier. Your third exercise is holding dumbbells in front of you and moving your arms up and down, which also enhances your driving force. Football can be dangerous, but it can be made safe with the proper equipment, proper technique, and being physically prepared. Football is always fun to watch, unless it's IU, and now you can even play it in a safe and effective way.